Hi, welcome to my YouTube channel. In this tutorial, we'll be looking at drive principle and how to apply it in real world. What does drive principle mean? It simply means that do not repeat yourself. And by living by this example, it means that your aim is to reduce repetitive pattern and duplicate code. And some of the benefits include maintainability, readability, testability, agility, and it also saves times. So let's quickly look at this in action.
So, guys, this is the new project I just created. It's a new web API. As you can see, we only have just the weather controller only. Let me run it so that it's all safe. And should not forget that what we are doing is to demonstrate how we can implement drive principle in our software development. So this is it. So let me stop it so I'll get started with coding. All right. So the first thing is need to do, we're going to be consuming third-party API by using REST. By doing that, we need just to get package. So the major package we need here is just the REST, which I've installed it and the knitting soft. So we just be using this one to serialize or deserialize our objects. So I'll start by adding a new folder. I'll call that folder utility folder. Inside this folder, I'll add a new class called API Manager just to help us to manage our service. So inside this API Manager class, add another method. This is where what we want to implement comes to play. Pardon? So I'll call the name of the class. Maybe let's use make request. So the return type of this method will be REST response. Of course, it's going to we're going to bring in the NuGet package, which is REST sharp. So this method will take URL command, then our payload will be in form of objects payload, and then method. So let's default it to post. Okay, so we're going to have a REST client, so new REST client. Of course, inside this client, we're going to pass our URL, and then let's stage REST request. To new. Okay, our request dot method, beg your pardon, comes to the method that's coming from our request. Then we can also set our request first dot timeout, set the timer to -1 as against the default value that used to be 300 seconds too. Alright, so request dot add parameter, because the type of a request is going to be application /JSON, right? Then we pass in our object, which is our payload. So let's serialize it. Okay, pass parameter type. Alright, then return await client execute. So let's go pass it next. We'll bring this the value for JSON. Okay, the next thing is to register our service. Let's register our service. Let's go to programs class. Let's register our service here. I'm going to register as a singleton. Okay, that has been registered. The next thing is to go to the controller. So let's go to method route. So let's call the routes, maybe post request, right? Method. And method post. Actual results. Give it a name. Let's return. Okay, right. Let's inject our service. Private read only API manager. Okay, so the API call response goes to API manager dot make request. What's the make request method is taking URL, payload object, and the method. So let's have a URL defined from URL equals to this. So we'll be using this third-party API as an example, right? So let's just copy this URL. So look at the payload is taking the ID and the value. So let's copy the URL, grab the URL, and then paste it here. Paste it here. So also we need to like make a payload, have a class called payload. So define these two objects, ID and value. So I'd like to create a new folder. Create a new folder, hard folder, call it TTO. So inside the TTO, I'm going to add that class, another class, call it mock API DTO, right. Inside this DTO, have just two objects, ID, value, because it's a string. Right. Go back to my controller. So pass this here. Just my payload. Okay. So I'm going to pass the URL, the URL, the URL, payload, and method. Pressure dot method dot post. Right. So if API call it's so okay. If it's successful, I want to deserialize my response. So let me quickly create an object, a class for our response. Okay, mock API response. The response is beg your pardon, string message. Okay, deserialize the message, the response. So let's instantiate it here. Mock API response. So this, then mock API response. equals to JSON convert dot serialize objects. Beg your pardon. The serialize objects. The serialize objects. Here corresponds dot content. Right, guys. Then return OK faster mock API response to it. However, if it is not successful, return bad request. Alright, let's test. Okay, this our API ready. So let's just copy payload and the request here. Then run execute test app method. Here we go. Have a successful response. So guys, this is how we can implement drive principle. If you find this tutorial useful or resourceful, please subscribe.